Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me. Welcome to day 7 of our Pilates Bar Challenge. Today is going to be all about our arms, shoulders, and upper back. We will incorporate a little bit of abdominals and lower body today, but majority of it is for our upper body. Pilates bar can be set over to the side, have your mat ready, and once you're ready, join me on the mat. All right, we're going to begin with our warm-up here. So you're going to find yourself standing on the mat, hip distance apart, shoulders are relaxing down your back, palms are going to be facing forward, and from here, draw those abdominals in, soft bend on the standing legs. You're going to reach the arms up towards the chest and drop them down. So just starting with a little bit of mobility work, lifting the arms towards the chest and bringing them down. So open those fingertips, pretend you're pushing big rocks away from you as you're pressing those arms, reaching them towards the chest and bringing them down. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. Next time your arms are at chest height, hold them there. You're going to open them out to the sides. Draw those abs, ribs connection, squeeze together through the center. Abs are pulled in towards that spine. Tailbone is tucked ever so slightly and glutes are lightly engaged. Let's go for 4, 3, trying not to pop through the chest. 2, and 1. When those arms come together, go ahead, bring them down by your sides, roll those shoulders backwards, and let's move them forward. Go ahead, find your soft stand in those legs and find your arms into field goals position. We're going to close the arms towards our chest. We're going to open the arms to the field goals position. From here, I want you to drop your forearms down towards the floor, lift them up, and bring them together. So again, open the arms wide, drop the forearms towards the floor, bring them up towards the clouds, and to the center. Let's go for 6. Trying to keep those shoulders plugged down your back. 3. 2. When your arms open, parallel to the floor, come back up to the clouds. Close those arms, bring your arms down by your side. Last move here, open those arms out to the side. We're going to go ahead, start making little small circles. Abs and ribs are connected. Nothing else is moving except the circles of your arms. Your shoulders are plugged down your back. Maybe you can make those circles just a little bit bigger here. And now making them even larger, getting into that full rotation of the arms. Last 3, 2. Bring those arms back to center, hold them out. Let's start with small circles going backwards, lubricating those joints. Plug those shoulders down. Soft bend in those standing legs, abs and ribs are connected, navel towards the spine. Maybe making those circles just a little bit bigger, getting into that mobility work. Keep those shoulders plugged. We got 5, 4, 3, maybe getting a little bigger, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring those arms by your side, roll those shoulders backwards, and let's roll them forward. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna turn sideways on to my mat. I am gonna go ahead, grab my bar. Once I have my bar is staying down on the floor. And I am going to be taking my feet, stepping up over the bar. Now, once you find yourself standing up nice and tall, you're gonna go ahead, grab the loops into your hands. Once you have those loops grabbed into your hands, you're gonna draw those abdominals in. You're gonna tuck that tailbone ever so slightly, and you're gonna plug those shoulders down your back. Now, thumbs are separated by the fingers, and from here, your elbows are coming in towards your waistline. So from here, all you're gonna do is lift those arms up into that field goal position. You're pressing down onto that Pilates bar. You're gonna open the arms out to the field goal to keep those abs and ribs connected. Close it in. So again, opening wide to that field goal position, just like we did in the warm up, and closing them together. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Light squeeze in those glutes as you're standing nice and tall with a tall spine. Open and close. We got 4 more. Last 2. Squeeze that back body. 1 more. When those arms come closed to that center, go ahead, release those arms and roll those shoulders back. Great job. We're gonna take one leg back. It doesn't matter which one. I'm gonna go ahead, take my left leg, step it back. My right foot is gonna come towards the center of the bar. I'm also gonna take my straps and I'm gonna put them up my forearms, and then I am gonna grab on my straps to grab some tension here. Now, I want you to come into a soft bend of that front leg. Your back leg is also in a little bit of a lunge position. I want you to try to drop that heel. If you can't drop that heel, then keep the heel lifted. But if you can get that stretch in your Achilles, this is where I would like you to get it. Now, hands at the hips, we're gonna hinge ourselves over. Make sure that knee's not coming over that first and second toe. You're gonna choke up. You're gonna send those shoulders back. You're gonna find your balance. From here, we're gonna extend the left arm towards the back, bring it in to the center. Right arm back, bring it in to center. So we're alternating tricep presses from side to side, hinged over, working on our balance, working on our stretch of our back leg, working on our stability of our core, and of course, working those arms and shoulders. Alternating from side to side. We're gonna have 4 more. For 3. For 2. And 1. Go ahead, bring those arms up and relax those shoulders. Go ahead, take a step forward. We're gonna alternate the other foot back. This time, this heel stays back as well. Left foot is coming to the center of the bar. Soft bend in that back leg. Try to get that heel down if you can. You're gonna hinge at the hips. You're gonna choke up. Shoulders are plugged down your back. Find your spot on the floor. Palms are facing back towards your glutes. You're gonna push the arms back, resist them forward. So pressing the arms past your hips, resisting them forward. I'm trying to keep all my fingers pressed open, sending those shoulders and plugging them down the back. Press it back, resist it forward. Remember, you control the resistance, choke up more, release some. We got 4 more, and then we're going into pulses for 4, 3, 2, last 1, hold it back. Let's pulse it back for 8, 7, try not to use the momentum, 6, Last 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release those arms and step it on up. Woo, roll those shoulders. All right, we're gonna switch our feet again. So now my right foot is coming back onto the center of the bar. My left foot is coming behind me. This time we are gonna be choking up onto the straps, same as we did before. You're gonna bend in that standing leg. You're gonna keep that heel lifted this time, but soft bend in it. You wanna find that tall spine. Your palms are facing towards the back of your body, so towards your glutes. Arms are reaching long. You're gonna pull straight up and resist it down. So keep those abs pulled in. You're pulling straight up, elbows come wide, and bringing it down. So think about drawing those thumbs up your waistline and dropping them down. Heel is lifted, soft bend in that standing leg. Stabilizing leg is definitely working with that glute. Abs and ribs are connected. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release those arms long. You can step it forward and shake it out for a moment. All right, last set here. Switch your stance. This time, heel is lifted, coming up with a tall spine. Readjust your straps if you need to. All right, you're gonna choke up. This time, palms are facing forward. Soft bend, we're coming for a bicep, so watch those wrists. Curl it up, resist it down, strong, only coming to 90 degrees. Abs are pulled in, tall spine, no hinging here. Maybe sink a little bit lower in that standing leg. We have 4, you're only coming down to a 90-degree angle. Elbows are staying tucked into your waistline. Last 3. For 2. 1 more here. Go ahead, when those arms come back, stand it on up and shake it out. Great job. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take those straps and we're gonna place them on the floor. Now I'm gonna take those straps and I am gonna thread them on the bottom of my feet so the straps are coming on to my arches. Those loops on the feet, go ahead, pick that bar up. And we are gonna go ahead and begin with biceps. I am gonna roll up some tension, so I'm gonna take this strap, wrap it up and over the bar. I'm gonna go twice on each side, and then I will adjust from there. So wrapping it up and over, 2 times on each side, and then I will adjust whether I need more or I need less. So holding that Pilates bar, arms are coming with an underhand grip. You're gonna go ahead, have those arms narrow. Soft bend in the standing legs. Abs are pulled in, shoulders are back. Arms are by your side. From here, we're gonna come into a bicep curl, resist it down, just coming to 90 degrees. So curl it up, resist it down. Think about keeping those abs pulled in, soft bend in that standing leg. Nice stacked spine. Keeping those elbows nice and tucked into your waistline. So as I'm coming into that bicep, elbows are not splaying. They're staying by my sides. Just coming to that 90-degree position and curling it up. So if your elbows are splaying, you can see the wall behind me. Keep them in towards your waistline. We have 4 and 3 for 2 and 1. Go ahead, release those arms. Hold that tension in the strap for a moment and just roll your shoulders. All right, reset yourself. Legs are hip distance apart, soft bend. Elbows coming back to that bicep curl. Anchor those elbows towards your waistline. We're curling up towards our nose, just like before, but this time we're coming all the way down, releasing the tension. Draw the abs in, pull, lift all the way up towards the chest. Resist it all the way down. Again, curl up all the way to the chest. Resist it down. We have 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, release those arms, and we can unroll our Pilates bar all the way for full tension. Roll those shoulders before we go ahead and reset. We are going to be now coming up with an overhand grip. I'm going to take whichever leg. I'm going to take my right leg first. I'm going to stick it behind me, and I'm taking my left leg and bringing it behind. Again, overhand grip. We're holding this bar stable here. Knee is going to come down into a soft bend. This is where you're going to stabilize yourself. Draw those abs in. Hips are over, waistline is over that hip, so we have a tall spine. When you're ready, you're reaching the arms up over the head and pulling it down. Reaching it up and down. Yes, you're trying to keep that bar as quiet as possible as you lift and lower those arms over your head. Reaching it up, bringing it down, working into that stabilizing leg. Maybe you can get down just a little bit lower. Reaching the arms all the way up. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When the bar comes down, go ahead, walk that foot up and shake it out for a moment. All right, once you are reset, you're going to switch the feet. So now my left foot is coming forward, my right foot is coming back. Heel stays up. We're going to come with an underhand grip here. So soft bend in both legs. We are going to start with our arms down by our hips, so we have no tension in this bar. You're going to come in for a bicep curl. You're going to reach the arms up over the head. Tall spine, pull them down, release. Open the hands a little bit wider if you need to. So curl it up. Reach up over the head, pull them down, open the arms. Again, bend, extend over the head, pull them down, release them long. We got 5, 4. Watch those wrists. Keep them strong if you need to. 3, 2, 1 more. Bring those arms towards your chest. Roll that bar down and go ahead and shake it out for a moment. All right. Go ahead. We're going to go ahead back with that overhand grip. From here, we're going to bring our arms straight. Arms are coming straight, and I like to bring all my same fingers to the same side of the bar. Abs are pulled in, shoulders are connected down your back. Soft bend in your standing leg. Abs are pulled in towards your navel. Frontal raise. You're gonna lift the arm straight up, send those shoulders back, and drop it down. Again, lift those arms straight up for a frontal raise and bring them down. Trying not to let the connection disconnect. Abs pulled in towards the spine and bring it down. We got 4 more. Lift them straight up and bring them down. For 3. Watch those wrists. Try not to let them break. For 2. 1 more. Straight arm press. Frontal raise. Bring it down. And you can carefully go ahead, put that bar down on the floor. And let's go ahead and stand up. I just want you to bring one arm across your body. And bring the other arm across the body as well. All right. We are going to take our feet off of those loops. Once you have those loops off, we are going to come down to a sitting position. Once we are sitting down, we are going to take our bar and we are going to put our arches on the bar. Toes are curled over the bar. You're going to grab your straps. You're going to choke up. You're going to send your booty back. Soft bend in the standing leg. Nice tall spine over the sitting bones. Shoulders are back and down. We're going to begin with a little rotation. So I'm going to pull with my left arm first. As I pull with my left arm, my right arm is going to anchor down to the floor, allowing me to get into this rotation. Bring it back to center. I'm going to pull the right arm back as I pull the left arm towards the floor, trying to stabilize that bar and bring it back to center. So rotation of the torsos, bringing it back to center. Pull down as you rotate behind. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it back to center and roll those arms. All right, we're gonna take that bar, we're gonna roll it away from us. Legs are gonna come long. I am gonna take my loops and I'm gonna bring them into my hands and have them separated by my thumbs. Then I'm gonna reach down and I am gonna grab underneath the tape or whatever you have holding your band to that clamp. So I'm just gonna hold underneath that tape, and that tape, the soft part, is gonna come in between my thumbs. You can have your legs slightly bent. You can have your legs straight. What I want you to find is that tall spine. So I almost have the bar pushing onto the heels of my foot or the arches of my feet. You can turn the toes as well. Now from here, we're gonna lift back up into that field goal position. Nice and tall, sitting up over those sitting bones. We're gonna open up out to that field goal position. Now I want you to drop the arms laterally to the full floor. The straps will come loose. Then you're gonna rotate the shoulders up, bring them back to center, keep the tension. Open to that field goal, press back, open that back body. Rotate the elbows up, forearms down, straps will come loose. Again, pull them up, close them together. Feel that back body, squeeze, press into the back, draw the abs into the navel. Drop the elbows, lift the forearms, close the field goal. We got 4 more. Sit tall. For 2. 1 more here. Feel that back body, open those arms, squeeze, and relax those arms. Great job. Go ahead, bend your knees. You're gonna roll that bar just a little bit towards you one final time. We're gonna go ahead and really choke up onto this bar now. Both hands are holding on the bands. Sitting up nice and tall. Find that tall spine from the crown of your head over your hips. Now we're gonna tuck that chin towards your chest. You're gonna go ahead, you're gonna articulate yourself down ever so slightly. Draw those shoulders back, keep those abs scoop, and keep that gaze between up at your knees or in between your thighs. One more time with rotation. We're gonna rotate towards the left to get deeper into those obliques as we did with a straight back before. Bring it back to center. Let's rotate towards the right. Bring it back to center. Just getting a little bit more core work in here. We're gonna rotate. Keep rotating each side to the left, to the right. We're gonna go 2 more on each side. One more to the right. When you come back to center, rotate it. Go ahead, draw those abs in. Slowly stack that spine. Reset those shoulders. You can carefully take those straps, move them away. Just roll the bar away from you. Excellent job. We are just gonna I'm gonna kneel on my knees ever so slightly. I'm gonna roll those shoulders down just to get a little bit further out of my waistline. I'm gonna bring my right arm up towards the clouds. I'm gonna reach it behind me, grab behind the middle of my back. Then I'm gonna take my left hand, pull or just gently press that elbow closer towards the midline, getting a big stretch on this side of your body. We'll bring that left arm up, right arm comes down. Same thing on the other side. Left arm comes up to the clouds. You're gonna reach behind, grab into the middle of your back. Right arm comes over, squeezes the elbow a little bit closer towards the midline, opening up your whole lateral side of your body. Stretching that shoulder. Open those arms up. Now I'm gonna have you take your left hand, bring it down onto the floor. Right arm comes out. You're gonna bend in for lateral flexion, that mermaid stretch, just opening up that whole side, really stretching out that right side of the body as you close down the left side. Hip to rib connection on the left side. Let's go ahead, bring it back up to the clouds. Right hand's coming down, left hand's coming up and over, opening that side of the body. Feel that stretch, feel the contraction on this side. You're gonna bring it back up to center. Both arms up. Let's protract the shoulders, retract them. 2 more times. Protract, drop them down. 1 more. Open those arms out to the side, roll them forward, roll them backward, and we have completed day 7 of our Pilates bar workout. Thank you so much for joining me today, and like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll meet you for day 8 tomorrow. Bye.